Hey guys, what's up everybody? It's me, that one weeb here, with part 1 for What If Naruto Was a Demigod. Parts 2 and 3 will come out if this video is well received, and I just want to thank you guys so much for showing so much support on the setup video for this and commenting. That was really great, and I hope you guys continue to do that in the future. Keep critiquing what I'm doing, giving your own ideas. It's just going to make the videos overall better and really build the community together, and I just thank you guys so much for everything. We're almost at 400 subscribers. And once we get that, then that'll be great. And also, make sure that if you guys want to like talk or stuff, or just hang out with me and ask advice and things, my Discord link is actually on my channel links, and also in my YouTube on my YouTube channel art page. You can click the Discord icon for computers and Macs and stuff. But if you're on your phone, you can go to my About section, and my Discord link's in there. So feel free to join. We have a few people in there, so if you guys want to join, if everyone wanted to hang on there, it's cool. I got all the channels set up, but let's get right into the story for what you're here for. Make sure to like, comment, share this video, and subscribe. So yeah, and if this does well, then yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get right into the story. Long ago, there was a clan who existed known as the God Race. They ruled over all the dimensions and had an overwhelmingly high chakra pool. Sometime after, these great gods are born of chakra, an energy that had created the entire universe. A god known only as Prometheus created his own clan, known as the Otsutsuki. Their chakra was almost to the degree of some of the weaker gods, and their appearance seemed strange to the perfectly shaped gods, with them having white, pale skin and dark, pale eyes, as well as strange markings across their faces and bodies. Their chakra was almost equal to some of the gods, which made them a threat. The Otsutsuki went off to create their own worlds and absorb the residual chakra of the gods' birth. The energy that the gods had created when they were born into the universe was known as chakra. They created a plant made from Prometheus known as the Chakra World Tree. Our story takes place thousands of years later after this event. After many generations of the immortal gods had risen and fallen, as they had been long forgotten and brand new made, a god known as Zeus, the son of Kronos, the god of time, became the king of the gods. He had become the king of the skies, as well as the clouds, air, wind, and thunderstorms, and he'd become the king of the gods. The gods had now long forgotten the Otsutsuki, who had flown out into the stars in search of purpose. This god named Zeus had been keeping an eye on Lady Amaterasu Shinto, the goddess of the sun, who had taken to the planet known as Earth, where she had made her sun there as a star to keep it warm as well as grow life there. When he had last seen her, rumors were going around about a creature known as Kaguya that had been sealed away along with her. Zeus then spent the next century of his life on his way to Earth. He then changed his form into a baby once he'd gotten there. He found a village in the land known as the Land of Fire that had the last remaining immortal chakra residual left there by her before she'd been transformed or taken. He then changed into a form of a baby at a very large house at the doorstep of two people called the Namikaze clan. He was named Minato Namikaze and began his stages through life. That's when he finally met her, Kushina Uzumaki, the reincarnation of Lady Amaterasu Shinto. He could only trace the smallest amounts of her immortal chakra, as well as something animalistic inside of her. He protected her for a long time, even through the ninja wars that had plagued Earth, and they eventually fell in love. Minato would be called the Thunder Flash due to his high-scale lightning, wind, and speed attacks. One day, he grew to become the fourth Hokage of the village in the leaves. His wife was, pregnant after a while, and he promised to protect their family as well as the Leaf Village from any harm with his strength. He'd grown so attached to it, and he loved the people there as well as the planet. He was happy. Unfortunately, this couldn't last, and tragedy struck on the day his son was born. The day his son was born, a man claiming to be Madara Uchiha attacked the Leaf Village. He stole the nine-tailed Kyuubi its chakra from Kushina, and then battled with Minato. Minato, with his rage, saved his wife and son and battled the masked man. He summoned lightning and defeated him with his signature attack, the Flying Thunder God, combined with his own created move, the Ion Sphere. He then had to stop the Kyuubi. He knew that his time being a human was over, and utilizing all the immortal chakra he had would burn and destroy this body that he created for himself as a human vessel. He burned his own son, the Prince of the Skies, who he in turn named Naruto, with the entire QB. He then was summoned back to the realm of the gods, watching over his son. Naruto grew up. He was alone and treated terribly by the villagers. Naruto never felt completely alone, though, and when he was alone, his eyes were always on the sky. His eyes were, in fact, a sky blue, and he had wavy blonde hair that echoed the clouds of the sky. At nighttime, he would lay on his bed and look out the window towards the starry night. The sky always seemed kind to him, and he watched the other children with despair from him being alone and having no parents to care for him. Birds would be nice to Naruto and land on his shoulders, as well as stay relatively near him. They were drawn to him. In fact, they defended him from the villagers' rage. If anyone tried to hit him or hurt him, they'd peck at them and try and pull their hand away from him. Naruto is 6 years old, and he was accepting this fate from other people, but that's when he learned that the Hokage, the fourth Hokage, had actually saved the village from the Nine Tails, and he wanted to be just like him. Naruto, at 6 years old, is finally accepted into the academy, and Naruto is very determined to become the next Hokage, so that one day he'll be respected by everyone. And at the academy, Naruto and Sasuke have a very strong rivalry, as both Sasuke and Naruto are quite handsome, with skills to match. Naruto doesn't know it, but his chakra pool at this point is akin to that of Hashirama Senju, if he were to transvert his half-normal chakra plus his immortal chakra. He naturally is adept at jutsu, even with the Kyuubi trying to intervene. Naruto and Sasuke eventually grow to become friends through their battles, and they are pretty much tied in battle to battle sometimes, as Naruto still doesn't know quite how to control his strength or how to utilize it. Naruto's finally happy, but everything changes again as tragedy strikes the village one more time. Sasuke's clan, the Uchiha, is massacred by his older brother Itachi Uchiha. Sasuke stops talking and journeying with Naruto altogether. After Naruto loses his only friend, it rained in the Leaf Village for an entire month. Naruto then grows to accept this new reality, and weather returns to the Leaf Village. Naruto continues to work hard in his classes until he's 12 years old. Naruto is about to take the graduation exam when he finds a strange package at his doorstep. Naruto bends over and picks up the wrapped package that seems strange. It's quite heavy, and as he opens it, he then pulls out a very oddly shaped blade. As he pulls it out, it seems to be... It's a oddly curved scythe. As it says, there's a tag on it that is written in a language and he can somehow read. It says, "From Grandpa." At this point, Naruto picks up the staff and it grows to his size, and he holds it. He realizes that's a strange scythe with some sort of bronze on the end of it. Naruto doesn't know this yet, but his grandfather Kronos had mustered enough power of his own to send Naruto one last gift before he goes off to become a ninja. As Kronos and Minato Zeus, are watching over Naruto the entire time. Naruto walks out of the house to go take the graduation exam, and he sees a chart if he can transform the scythe back into its smaller form. He transforms the scythe, and it transforms back into a folded state, so it's about as long as a kitchen knife. He then folds it up so that's a straight bar like a staff at that length and puts it in his pocket. He walks to the academy and casually opens the door, walking in to see the rest of his class waiting. All the girls are fawning over Naruto and Sasuke, but they are kind of afraid of Naruto as well, as he's super strong, but their parents told them to avoid him. Naruto takes his seat and continues to watch Sasuke, as he's been worried about him all these years, wondering if there's anything he could do to help him. Iruka then smiles as he sees Naruto and Sasuke, and knows that they'll be great ninja. Iruka asks them all to come into a room, and they all take their turn doing the transformation jutsu. Naruto aces it in the first try and successfully makes 3 clones without using much effort. Iruka passes him, and Mitsuki doesn't have the chance to steal the scroll of sealing. Naruto then, with Sasuke, is assigned to their teams. Naruto and Sasuke actually are assigned on the same team, as Sasuke's grades had been going down, and Sasuke was actually at the lower end of the class. Sakura, Haruno, Naruto, Uzumaki, and Sasuke Uchiha would be placed on Team 7. Sasuke at this point had been focusing strictly on training and getting more powerful, especially after how strong he knew that Naruto was, and that if he could get that strong, he could definitely beat his brother Itachi and avenge his clan. When they're assigned Team 7, they all wait until their teacher to show up. When Kakashi shows up, Naruto's eyes widen, and he thinks that he's seen this man before. He then shakes his head and forgets about it. Kakashi then tells them that he's there and he'll be their Jonin leader for this team. Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura then head up to the roof, and Kakashi asks them about their ambitions. So, what do you guys want to do? Why are you being a ninja? What does this mean to you? Sakura looks at Naruto and Sasuke and then blushes for a while. And then Sasuke says that even though he hadn't had time to focus on school, he's been training for a long time, and he's going to beat his brother Itachi no matter what. And he doesn't say this, but instead he says that he's been training for a long time and that there's a certain someone who he wishes to kill and avenge him because he is an avenger. Naruto actually is the first time that he's heard of this and looks at Sasuke interested. Then Sasuke tells him to shut up, nerd, and tells him to answer the question. Naruto then humps and then tells Kakashi that he wants to become a Hokage. Kakashi's eyes widen as he remembers that Naruto's father was the Hokage, the fourth one in fact. Naruto doesn't know this though, and Kakashi just thinks it's coincidental. Naruto then tells Kakashi how he knows that he's strong and that if he can grow to become the Hokage and get everyone to respect him and listen to him, that he can defend them, and that if that time ever came, it would make him very happy. Kakashi tells them all that those are some really good ideals, and then that they should all meet him tomorrow at the field so they can train and do an exercise. He tells them to not eat breakfast the next day, and they all agree. Naruto, who doesn't necessarily eat that much food actually, as is pretty self-sustaining naturally. This is unknown to him. This is due to him half being a god, and the gods actually don't necessarily need to eat anything except ambrosia, which is the food of the gods, which can heal them, and it's basically like senzu beans from Dragon Ball Z. Anyway, back to the story. Naruto lays down that night and looks at the sky again and thanks whoever had given that staff and whoever calls them his grandpa. He's curious about this and then decides that he's going to do his best on that exam Kakashi was talking about tomorrow. He wakes up and then is the first one there, waking early. When Naruto gets there, Kakashi's already waiting, strangely enough, and he's been doing some research on this Naruto kid. It turns out that Minato's son is super strong, and he has a lot of jutsu already. Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura all arrive, and Kakashi's there instead of being late. Kakashi tells them that he's ready they better take these bells from him. He explains to them that if they don't take these 2 bells from him, then they're going to fail the graduation exam and never become Genin. Once Naruto hears this, he becomes even more determined, and he tells Kakashi he's definitely going to take one of those bells from him. Kakashi then notices Naruto's determination and nods. They all get into a position, and Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura basically all dive into the woods. Well, they think that Naruto dived into the woods. Kakashi's trying to look into the forest to see if he can sense them, when Naruto comes diving down from above. Kakashi's eyes widen as he thinks above, and Naruto had jumped straight into the air, basically hovering there for a small instant, though he didn't think it was that strange. He dive bombs at Kakashi, and then he crosses his arms together and folds them into a hand seal. He forms the lightning release, and then using a lightning release, he puts his hand out and says, "Lightning stream." At this point, a stream of lightning comes erupting out of his hand, making a thundering clap sound, and it's about to strike Kakashi. Kakashi then, at last minute, activates his Chidori and slams it into the lightning stream. They cancel each other out, and then Kakashi backs off, as he can sense that Naruto is extremely strong. Now, at this point, Naruto is getting serious, and he asks Kakashi if it's okay if they use weapons. Naruto, who hasn't tried out his new staff yet, is curious to use this. At this point, Kakashi nods and says that it's fine, that he should try to kill him. He says this with some caution, and Sasuke comes diving out of the woods at this point and activates the Phoenix Flower Jutsu. At this point in the series, Sasuke is actually about as strong as he is during the Force of Death, which is a big jump, but like I said, his grades went down. He actually was more like Naruto and skipping school and training more. At that point, Sakura is just waiting in the woods for her chance to do something useful. Naruto takes the advantage as Sasuke's Fireball Jutsu and Phoenix Flower Jutsu. This interrupts Kakashi just long enough for Naruto to get that distraction in and get an attack. After this, Naruto actually gets in a good strike. He rushes at Kakashi and then pulls a small bar of bronze, it appears, and pulls it out of his left pocket. He then swings it around and spins it, and as it grows, it begins to grow in length, as it turns into a deadly long golden and bronze scythe. He slashes at Kakashi, and Kakashi's eyes widen as he barely dodges under it. As Kakashi turns to see what happened, a slow moving burst of air comes slashing out of the scythe, and the tree that was directly behind Kakashi 58 meters away is slashed directly in half cleanly and falls to the ground. Kakashi tells Naruto to put that thing away and that's dangerous. He's wondering if this is some kind of jutsu that he must have learned, a forbidden one. Naruto then folds his scythe back up and puts it in his pocket and says he can just stick to jutsu. Sasuke and Naruto actually team combine against Kakashi, and Naruto gets a finishing blow, and when he uses his wind style, he uses a wind style burst, and then he pretends to throw at Kakashi. Kakashi dodges this, and just as he does that, Naruto then shoots the jutsu behind him, and then puts himself forward in a diving position. He launches at a fast speed, and Sasuke then kicks his feet with his own feet to push him forward as Sasuke gets pushed back. Naruto then dives at full speed and grabs the bell out of under Kakashi's belt. He stands up, dirt on him, and looks at Kakashi. He then holds the bell up and tells him that he passed. Kakashi smiling and seeing the teamwork, just as Sakura comes out of nowhere trying to take that advantage to snag the other bell. Kakashi blocks this kunai attack and then tells her that was a good try. He tells them that they passed and that he was very proud, especially with Naruto and Sasuke's teamwork. He tells Sakura that she should have probably hopped in when they started working together against him, and they might have actually had a chance at winning. At that point, Sakura blushes and says she's sorry, and the team goes home for that day. Kakashi contemplates about what the heck that scythe was that Naruto used. It seemed oddly godlike. He had no idea what this meant, as it just didn't seem like a normal weapon. Naruto doesn't know it, but it's actually forged of something called celestial bronze, which is the metal of the gods. That was a gift to him as his own weapon from his grandfather Kronos, who was actually about to be sealed away into the higher realms and to join his son. At this point, Naruto goes down, and he goes back to his room in his house and goes down to lay down for bed. As he sleeps, he dreams about the missions to go on as he journeys to become the next Hokage. If you guys are interested in watching more of this part and future parts for What If Naruto Was a Demigod, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and comment down below what you think. If you guys liked what I did with this and how Naruto is kind of the son of two gods, I picked that Minato was actually like Zeus in disguise, and I also took my own spin on things, and I made Kushina the reincarnation of the sun goddess, which is, I think, pretty cool. So if you guys like that, then yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys next time. So thank you guys so much for giving so much support on my videos, and if anyone here is watching who's not subscribed, please consider subscribing to my channel, as I'll just keep making more of these what ifs, and if you're along for the ride, you might as well subscribe. So yeah, and make sure to join that Discord. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.
It's black and white.